Obligataire.
Debenture holders. Debenture holders.
Obligation.
Bonds. Bonds.
Obligation cautionnée.
Guaranteed bonds. Guaranteed bonds.
Obligation cotée.
Listed bonds. Listed bonds.
Obligation non cotée.
Unlisted bonds. Unlisted bonds.
Opération courante.
Current transactions. Current transactions.
Opération non professionnelle.
Non-business activities. Non-business activities.
Opération professionnelle.
Business activities. Business activities.
Opération sur le capital.
Capital transactions. Capital transactions.
Organisme financier.
Financial institutions. Financial institutions.
Participation.
Equity interests. Equity interests.
Part propre.
Own shares. Own shares.
Passif.
Liabilities. Liabilities.
Pénalité.
Penalties. Penalties.
Pensions et obligations similaires.
Pensions and similar obligations. Pensions and similar obligations.
Personnel.
Employees. Employees.
Avance à compte.
Advance payments on account. Advance payments on account.
Personnel, rémunération due.
Employees' salaries payable. Employees' salaries payable.
Personnel détaché.
Seconded staff. Seconded staff.
Personnel et comptes rattachés.
Employees and related accounts. Employees and related accounts.
Rachat.
Buyback. Buyback.
Rebut.
Scrap. Scrap.
Dépenses de réception.
Entertainment expenses. Entertainment expenses.
Recherche et développement.
Research and development. Research and development.
Réclamation.
Claim. Claim.
Recouvrement.
Collection. Collection.
Recouvrement de créances.
Debt collection. Debt collection.
Région.
Regions. Regions.
Remboursement de dettes financières.
Repayment of financial debts. Repayment of financial debts.
Rémunération du personnel.
Employee compensation. Employee compensation.
Salaire.
Payroll. Payroll.
Sécurité sociale.
Social security. Social security.
Services bancaires et assimilés.
Banking and similar services. Banking and similar services.
Services extérieurs.
External services. External services.
Société de capitaux.
Joint stock company. Joint stock company.
Société de bourse.
Brokerage firms. Brokerage firms.
Sol d'autrui.
Third parties' land. Third parties' land.
Sol propre.
Own land. Own land.
Solde débiteur.
Debit balance. Debit balance.
Solde créditeur.
Credit balance. Credit balance.
TVA à décaisser.
VAT payable. VAT payable.
TVA collectée.
VAT collected. VAT collected.
TVA due intracommunautaire, UE.
VAT due within the EU. VAT due within the EU.
TVA sur autres biens et services.
VAT on other goods and services. VAT on other goods and services.
TVA sur immobilisation.
VAT on fixed assets. VAT on fixed assets.
Taxe d'apprentissage.
Apprenticeship tax. Apprenticeship tax.
Taxe sur les salaires.
Payroll taxes. Payroll taxes.
Taxe sur les véhicules des sociétés.
Company vehicle tax. Company vehicle tax.
Taxes diverses.
Various taxes. Various taxes.
Taxe foncière.
Property taxes. Property taxes.
Valeur ajoutée.
Value added. Value added.
Valeur brute.
Gross value. Gross value.
Valeur comptable nette.
Net book value. Net book value.
Valeur d'acquisition.
Acquisition cost. Acquisition cost.
Valeur nette.
Net value. Net value.
Valeur nominale.
Nominal value. Nominal value.
Valeur à l'encaissement.
Cash equivalents. Cash equivalents.
Valeur mobilière.
Securities. Securities.
Vente de biens ou de prestations de services.
Sales of goods or services. Sales of goods or services.
Vente de marchandises.
Sales of goods for resale. Sales of goods for resale.
Acte de société.
Company deed. Company deed.
Actif.
Assets. Assets.
Actif circulant.
Current assets. Current assets.
Actif corporel.
Tangible assets. Tangible assets.
Actifs immobilisés.
Fixed assets. Fixed assets.
Actifs incorporels.
Intangible assets. Intangible assets.
Actionnaire.
Shareholders. Shareholders.
Action.
Shares. Shares.
Action cotée.
Listed shares. Listed shares.
Action non cotée.
Unlisted shares. Unlisted shares.
Bilan de clôture.
Closing balance sheet. Closing balance sheet.
Bilan d'ouverture.
Opening balance sheet. Opening balance sheet.
Bulletin de salaire.
Payslip. Payslip.
Bureau.
Office. Office.
Bon.
Bills. Bills.
Bon de caisse à court terme.
Short-term notes. Short-term notes.
Bon du trésor.
Treasury bills. Treasury bills.
Bon du trésor et bon de caisse à court terme.
Treasury bills and short-term notes. Treasury bills and short-term notes.
Capital et réserve.
Capital and reserves. Capital and reserves.
Capital non appelé.
Uncalled capital. Uncalled capital.
Capital non versé.
Unpaid capital. Unpaid capital.
Capital social.
Share capital. Share capital.
Capital souscrit.
Subscribed capital. Subscribed capital.
Capital versé.
Paid capital. Paid capital.
Capitaux propres.
Owner's equity. Owner's equity.
Catalogue et imprimé.
Catalogs and prints. Catalogs and prints.
Caution de bonne fin.
Performance bond. Performance bond.
Cautionnement.
Sureties. Sureties.
Certificat d'économie d'énergie.
Energy saving certificates. Energy saving certificates.
Chèque.
Check. Check.
Dette d'exploitation.
Operating debts. Operating debts.
Dette financière.
Financial debts. Financial debts.
Dette fiscale.
Tax debts. Tax debts.
Dette fiscale et sociale.
Tax and Social Security debts. Tax and Social Security debts.
Dette fournisseur.
Trade payables. Trade payables.
Dette sur immobilisation.
Accounts payable for fixed assets. Accounts payable for fixed assets.
Devise.
Foreign currencies. Foreign currencies.
Disponibilité.
Cash and cash equivalents. Cash and cash equivalents.
Dividende à payer.
Dividends payable. Dividends payable.
Documentation générale.
General documentation. General documentation.